Foo 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 foo. Hello there, children, and welcome to this YouTube channel. I believe it's called The Impression Wiz. I'm your host for today, Monokuma. Today we're playing the Stanley Parable. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna figure out what ending I'm gonna go for. And of course, the waiting. I really don't mind it though. It kinda causes despair in a lot of people. Ooh, the sweet despair of waiting for a loading screen. Do 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 do. Waiting. These loading screens take forever. How full of despair.
This is the story of a man named...
Well, let's go find some despair. With
all of his co-workers were
this
gone.
bear.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't know if the meeting room has a lot of despair in it. But I can tell you one thing, it won't have this
When
bear.
Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting
Are my
room,
puns
and
becoming
Stanley knew perfectly well.
unbearable?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
It is
just to
quite
spend
a
few
lovely
moments here in
room.
this immaculate,
But we should
beautifully
continue
constructed
on.
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Well, no.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
We're going to go where the despair
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
is.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone
Technically,
else
if we're
difficult,
talking
but the
enemies
fact
here,
is that the
I'd
story
be the
has been
enemy.
about nothing but you
Because they call me an
all this
enemy
time.
all the time.
There's someone you've been
But I don't
neglecting,
really know if
Stanley.
that's true.
Someone
I just
you've
want to
forgotten
teach the
about.
students about the lovely
Please,
cases of
stop
despair.
trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not
And to
asking
play
for
the
me,
killing game.
asking for her.
Woo-poo-poo-poo.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
To
To
redeem.
let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Let's see who she is. Woo-poo-poo-poo.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Well, okay. I'll pick up the phone. Woo-poo-poo-poo-poo. And now begins the despair. Woo-poo-poo-poo-poo.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry.
Hello,
to keep you.
honey.
I'm just pulling the bread out of the
Woo-poo-poo-poo.
oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha.
You're not a wife.
come on.
You're a mannequin.
You actually think you
Well,
had a
who am
lovely
I to
life.
say? I'm
I
a
wanna
stuffed
commit
teddy
my life
bear.
to you. I'm
Woo-poo-poo-poo-poo.
trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I could try to run away. But that's not anything filling of despair.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Yes! Murder! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Well, maybe not murder, but death.
And every
I'll
button
take
he
that.
pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press Z.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing
You
a
could
button.
consider this
Now
pretty
he's
meta.
eating lunch.
Whoop-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Yes, the life of despair usually chooses someone, but doesn't have someone choose it.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
The
Fantastic discoveries
unknown.
of new lands.
Whoop, whoop,
It
whoop,
was
whoop, whoop.
wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Ah, but it all happens, and yet none of it happens. For is
So he
Stanley
began to
even
fantasize
alive?
about his
Maybe
own
he's
job.
gone through a killing
First, he
game.
imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The
You
thought
do
excited
look quite
and
disturbing. Time to spend time with the boys.
terrifying. So he went further. He imagined that he came
No
to two
time with the
open
boys
doors
for
and that he
Stanley.
could go through either. At last, choice.
I'm
It
getting
barely
so
even
excited
mattered
because
what
of all
lay
this
behind each door. That he
despair.
thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Time to prepare dinner.
As he
Oh,
wandered through this
no, not
fantasy
for
world,
Stanley.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
That sounds
And he
awfully
called it
familiar.
The Stanley Parable.
Time to tell the kids, eh?
It was such a wonderful
Well, there weren't any
fantasy,
kids
and
in the
so
first
his head,
place, so
he relived it
I
again,
guess
and then again.
despair
and
was
again,
already there.
over and
Whoop,
over,
whoop, whoop,
wishing
whoop.
beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Oh, to tell your loving wife.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
What wife?
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Time to go to sleep, Stanley.
And I'm trying to tell him this.
Whoop,
That in
whoop,
this
whoop.
world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
Ooh.
He won't stop.
That'd be an
Watch this.
interesting thing
Stanley,
for the
next
killing
time the
game.
screen asks you
Whoop,
to push a
whoop, whoop.
button, do not do it.
Sadly, Stanley doesn't have control in this case. I do.
You see?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Time to question nothing, Stanley.
I suppose I
Whoop, whoop,
can't,
whoop.
not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Ooh.
I'll try once more to
Your
convey all
purpose
this
is to
him.
watch
I'm
Stanley
compelled to.
die.
I must.
And my purpose,
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll
for
see.
one, is to ignore
This time.
the sound of Sans the skeleton laughing.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again.
But the next is to
And
let
pushed a
Stanley
button.
die.
And I tried.
Whoop, 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 whoop. And Stanley has died. But you know what would be more despair-filling for a video is if we played the exact same ending again.
Just to step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need.
Here we
If
go.
I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by
Ooh,
the
but
employee
Stanley
lounge
is again
first,
not
just
in
to admire
control.
it. Wow, Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Unless
the fact is that the story has been about
the
nothing
ending
but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Ooh.
Someone you've
No.
forgotten about.
Another despair-filled ending awaits us.
Really?
I
I was in the
forgot.
middle of something. Do you have zero
Ooh.
consideration for others? Are you
This
that
time the
convinced that I
despair
want something bad to happen to you?
is
Why,
for the
I don't know
narrator.
how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
The stairs are quite tricky for someone my size, and Sans, would you please leave the premises?
Now listen carefully. This is
I know you don't want me to mess around with your brother, and I won't. You told me not to. Through the red door or blue door? I don't remember.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Ooh.
Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Here comes the despair.
I want
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Ooh, a dark, mysterious room. Whoop-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know about you, narrator, but I'm looking for despair.
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually
Well, we
feel
can't have any happiness and hope now, can we? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Towards the despair. Whoop-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Are you feeling the despair, Mr. Narrator?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Whoop-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hoo.
No!
Oop.
Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
It's time for some more despair.
No. What
With
are you
your
doing,
favorite
Stanley?
bear,
Please, I'm
Monokuma.
asking you not to take this away from me.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I told you, Mr. Narrator, Stanley's not the one in control. And now, neither are you. Pooh!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Of
My
course
God.
not, Mr.
Is this really
Narrator.
how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No. Honestly, this is a quite enjoyable game. But I must do my duty and share the despair. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. I
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
And for the ultimate despair, walking off backwards just for Mr. Narrator.
Is it over?
Whoop-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
And with that, I am done with my despair run. I hope you enjoyed. And maybe I'll be able to join on another game later. But for now, I'll hand it back over to that human or somebody. I'm not sure who. But remember, despair is always there.